even if you try to borrow, or what do you call it, borrow to continue to produce, and then the people that you are producing for can't even afford. Yeah, they can't afford to buy what you are producing. How long do you think you are still going to keep that production without cutting the size of your workforce? Because the situation right now is that businesses are dying, not only struggling, a lot of them are dying. And as businesses are dying, jobs are dying too. So that obese mofo is on TV. I don't know, maybe he's doing a spin job for Tinubu as we speak, but it's just the second time. So he said, even if the exchange rate is 1 naira to $1, the point is this: it won't be $1 to 1 naira to $1, right? Even if the business, even if the exchange rate is 2,000 naira to $1, right? If the government policies is out there to continue to stifle businesses, so production will remain low, and the people that you are producing, because every production is for consumption. I mean, it's for people to consume them. Abi? So if the people that are meant to consume this stuff have become so broke, so poor that they can't even afford them anymore. So what will be the essence of your production? What will be the essence of your innovation? Eh? So if you become digitalized, for example, you begin to use maybe robots and all that. So how is that also going to help improve the economy? Because not people will get job, will get paid, and then they will be able to kind of use their pay to patronize whatever they need for themselves. Abi? So it's there. And in all honesty, somebody like that, if they come into my studio to come and push a narrative for, yeah, I'm struggling. You can see in Africa, while I'm struggling to try to kind of put this out in a layman way. If MTN, right, decide to start printing, okay, I think I found a way around it now. So let's say all these your telcos in Nigeria, okay, printing recharge card is computer generated, numbers, Abi. But if people are not buying them, what would be the essence of that smartness or innovation of cutting the cost of production? If this we need to cut the cost of producing one single card, or let's cut the cost of producing Pampers, or let us cut down the cost of producing, I'm just using this stuff that are direct stuff that you can buy now, Abi. But the people that are going to demand for them, they have shrunk in number enough that you can tell that the demand has dropped. Would you continue producing just to make yourself feel good that, would you? Even if you decide to sell the Pampers for 100 naira, which is impossible when you kind of factor in all of other stuff. Even if you decide to sell a Pampers, pack of Pampers for 100 naira, and people are choosing between Pampers and food for their babies, and they said, well, we'll go for food and we'll use nappy. So what would be the benefit of that, your production of Pampers, when people are not going to be able to buy or afford it, or more people are unable to afford it? The bottom line is that they have destroyed the purchasing power of the people, where what you could get, like he put it to $10,000 back then would be 1.5 million. What's that? Yeah. So before these criminals came to power, a dollar in Nigeria was 148 naira officially back then in 2014, 2015. It is today 1,720 naira to a dollar. That's probably the cheapest you will see. So $10,000 in 2014, 2015 will give you 1.4 or 1.5 million naira. At most, you get 2 million naira. Yeah? Black market. Now, today, 10,000 naira, $10,000 is going to be 17.2 million naira. Now, that's a lot of money. But the point is that the inflation and all that has sort of eaten deep into that country means in 2015, a bag of rice was 7,500 naira. And with $10,000, you could probably get yourself more than 600. So you could probably get yourself up to 2,400 bags for $10,000. Today, the same $10,000 is about 17 million naira. A bag of rice is now over 100,000 naira. You see, the money is much. So what you will use in buying one bag today, in 2014, will buy you 20 bags. Or, yeah, that's about 20 bags of rice. That's what you will use to buy one bag today. So, a minimum wage in in fact, the minimum wage just 18 months ago was a 30,000 naira. With the exchange rate, that was $78. Today, the minimum wage is 70,000 naira, and it is a paltry $42. So this is the purchasing power. So even if you are working somewhere and you are being paid 200,000 naira, then you realize that can't even pay for your food, feeding, as well as your transportation. Talk less of anything else, even though you are being paid 200, 300,000 naira. So you would then have to start choosing between either food or so that also affects every other thing that you have to pay for. What you make demands on, what you buy, what you use, and all of that stuff, it affects them all. So if you're a manufacturer of anything in Nigeria, apart from the fact that you keep struggling to stay in business, your main problem is patronage. When you go to some of these stores in Nigeria today, you will think, man, something happened. A friend was telling me about speaking to his mom. He was on the phone with his mom, who is a trader in Lagos. And they had a video call. And the mama was like, let me show you something. Say, look at her streets. Kilo happen. What happened on your street? Why is everywhere so dry? I said, this is how we're going to sit for hours, and you barely see anybody pass. Talk less of somebody coming to say, please, for me Coke. I want to buy Coke, or I want to buy bread. That's how it is. There are a lot of them can't even believe they can't believe in their widest imagination that now Lagos be this. This is Lagos. Or more. They can't believe that Tinubu's time can be like this. Like, they just couldn't imagine it. You are a trader, you are selling something, and you will just sit down like almost all day. And there's nobody passing by to say, what are you selling? Can you please give me this noodles, give me egg, give me this and that. I'm talking about these petty traders who kind of have their shops in their own houses, right? This is the reality out there. It is different from speaking grammar or speaking all this nonsense on TV. But somebody like that don't care. So they blame the manufacturers that you are not innovative. You need to kind of find an innovative way of getting people on to come and buy. How? What do you need to do to make people who have nothing? Even those who have the money has become almost valueless. No value. You get paid 100,000 naira. What do you want to buy with it? And that's the problem. And how many people actually have a chance or have a job that pays them 500,000 naira every month? How many people? So it has reduced so much that even the traders themselves barely go back to the manufacturers to say, I need another supply. That is the situation. So there's no amount of being innovative and all that. In a place where you are buying the most expensive electricity, which is darkness, you are paying more, the most for petroleum. Baba, Nigerian, Nigerian petrol price is almost the same as dollars now. Yeah. It's almost the same. Imagine buying a liter of petroleum for 1,600 naira, 1,500 naira. How much is a dollar to naira? That's the reality now. So sitting somewhere and begin to talk grammar, this, grammar, that, and all that is so, man, it can't be like say these guys are not humans. I think they are just mocking you. That's the way I would say it. Just like this guy put it. These guys are not in government to run a country. They are business people, right? And you are the commodity they are trading.
They're not running the country. They're doing business. Occasionally, they get distracted with governmental duties. But their primary business, they are just business people. And they think, that's why they are trying to run petroleum industry rather than, have a regulatory framework. They're not running the economy. They're not running government. They're just trying to, they don't see you and me as citizens. They see us as customers. So they are mercantile in their approach. So they see you, oh, you're a customer. I can get extra money from you by hoarding petrol. I can get extra money from you by underfunding public education. So they're not really to do anything. And they're not willing to comply with Chapter 2 of the Constitution, which stipulates how governance should be done in Nigeria. What the responsibility of government? Call anybody in government. They are not responsible for anything. Right. Because the Minister of Water Resources is not responsible for whether you have water or not. The Minister of Education is not responsible for educational outcome, whether the student fail WAEC, fail JAM. It's not responsible. The Minister of Health is not responsible for life expectancy or medical outcomes. They are just carrying this title to enable them to put their signature to award contracts. But they're not, beyond that, they're not going to do anything. Remember that in the past, Lagos had the best water in all the English-speaking world. Lagos. Yeah. Better than London, Brisbane, Ottawa, anywhere. Nobody is giving water to anybody. Before, we had the best hospitals. UCH Ibadan used to come first or second. Okay. The entire English-speaking world. They're not doing any of those things. So we have people who are in power, but they're not in government because they're not governing. They're not running the country. They're doing business. Occasionally, they get distracted with governmental duties, but their primary business.
You get that? They are not running government. They are doing business. They are trading. Like you are the people they are trading in. Oh, you see them all about awarding contracts and all of that. Paying out money to themselves, to their friends. It's never about governance. No, it's about money. And that's what you get to see more. And that's why when they come out to talk, they don't talk like they are human beings who have empathy, who have feelings, who can put themselves in your shoes. They don't talk like that. That your child can't afford the school. They'll say then, go and tell your child to go and learn work. It is not about, as a government, we need to provide the educational. We must provide the quality educational. As a government, we need to provide the quality healthcare. If we really want, no. To them, it's going to be like, if you can't afford government, if you can't afford private hospital, go to government hospital. The same one they will never go to. Sure, you get. So they are businessmen. And whatever they can take is what they can take. Yeah, is the former presidential candidate of the SDP. It's a lousy guy too. Adebayo. But he's saying the truth. Here you get. So you see them, they removed subsidy on education. And then they said they are giving you student loan. The loans that your children will have to pay back, not grants. They don't care if your child gets education or not. It's none of their business. Listen, this is not free. oh, this is going to affect other businesses. All this expensive, petrol and all of that is going to affect us. Well, if you can't afford it, go and do CNG. That's cheaper. Just similar way the Wiki spoke to these guys in Abuja yesterday. So cringy, isn't it?
You can't go to a place and choose land where I say, we won't allow that. We will not allow that. Thank you, sir. It's not for lawlessness. If you don't know what to do, then we'll teach you what you can do. Thank you.
What can we do, sir? What can we do, sir?
Thank you, sir. We are not land grabbers. We are developers. Developers, what about developers? We have
papers, sir.
We have submitted this paper to the authority. Verifiable. Hold on. Yes, sir. Approval is there, sir. Yes. You have your cell phone.
This is area council.
This is area council. Who told you? That's why you make it. Hey, keep quiet. If you are an idiot, you're an idiot. Every man in FCT belongs to FCT.
We know.
And that was why
now
when I sold land, he started doing anything. The Supreme Court said you don't have power. And all they did was to apply for us to please calm them that they can give them cell phone. You don't sit here to talk
So, do we go back to the area council? Do we go back to the area council and
yes.
We're in court, sir.
We're in court already. But yeah, we'll take our land. Not if you like, go and carry across. And the worst one is go and carry across. Who told you we have a
We did not harass you, sir. It's a lie, yo. We did not harass them, oh. It's a lie, yo. It is a lie, sir.
Yes. You know I won't listen to you. You have taken the laws into your hand.
We never did.
We never did, sir.
It's a wrong information,
It's a wrong information. It's a wrong information.
Please, sir. We don't even know the reason why.
Sir, it's okay. Sorry.
Who told you can talk? If you think that you take something, you are not the only one. You have to be careful. Stupid. Because I came there to talk to you. I don't need to talk to you.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry, sir.
If you don't know what to do, go and bring their guns.
No, sir.
No, sir. No have gun.
We have no guns.
No gun, sir.
Even tear gas, you can't see it with us.
They took their land. You know, Wiki is now famous for grabbing lands in Abuja now in the name of Tinubu. That's what they are doing now. Then he will accuse the people of harassing him, abusing him, and others. Give me a sec, I want to sneeze.
I think now statistic we go chop. A lie with arithmetic that no Indian can solve it.
These are the guys in charge of that contraption, okay? Psychophants, psycho patients, and all that. People have their COO, certificate of occupancy, their land title, but they do not amount to anything in front of these guys. To them, it is whatever they say that is final, not the law. They are above the law. And if you don't believe it, go to court. The same court that has become so compromised. Where the Wiki took people's lands. They were there protesting that, no, they would, this shouldn't happen. Yeah. And they are doing, no, sir, no, sir. Typical Nigerians. Everything is sir. Sorry, sir. On top of your own land, with all the documents, he's accusing them of land grabbing. The owners of their land with their document, he's accusing them of grabbing land. And it must be true because, we are the government. You think who told you that you can talk? Without those policemen, will the Wiki face them like that? No go tear am. Eh? Because it is business for them. The citizens will cry, and you can cry blood. Yeah, cry blood. He's doing his work, he's doing this. Even if a court says he's wrong, he's not going to obey the court, ever. But the conquered Nigerians are always there. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. No, sir. Sorry, we don't have any guns, sir. Even we don't have, sir, please, sir. God, please, sir. That's what they do in Nigeria. And then these criminals walk about like they are God. They are like, this God on earth, so to say. It's unbelievable. Because to them, everything is business, not governance. I saw the Unilag students who were protesting their increase in their hotel fees today. They can protest. Nothing is going to happen. If they overdo it, they will be arrested. Some of them will be rusticated. And then they will see force that increment on them. In this economy, because it is business. These guys took subsidy on education. Then they decided to subsidize their own lives. Luxury this, luxury that, and more money for them. But the rest of you can go to blazes. That's the most they can do. No. We no go agree. So then the next thing you're going to hear, soli. Everybody go respond. So